Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the chapter The 100 Races Part 2. It is written by L. Gosho Esther. Okay. In the part 1, we knew that how Peggy and Maddie behave with Wanda and how Wanda created different pictures of the 100 dresses. Now the class was going on and a note came from the principal office for Miss Mason and she was feeling very troubled to read it. Then she asked the class to pay attention and she was looking tense. She read a letter from Wanda's father. It gave the information about Wanda's leaving the school since they had shifted to a big city. The note also had an indirect complaint. It said no one would make fun of her name and call her Polak because there would be many funny names and foreigners like her in a big city. The whole class was troubled at Wanda's leaving the school, but Maddie could not focus herself in her studies. She felt that it was as bad as what Peggy had done. It was worse. She was thinking if something could be done. She wanted to tell Wanda that she had never meant to hurt her feeling. She looked at Peggy, but she did not look up. She decided that she must do something and find Wanda Petronsky. She might be still there at her old house. She thought that Peggy would go with her and they would tell Wanda that she had won the contest. They would say that she was smart and the 100 dresses she designed were beautiful. Now the school was over. In the afternoon, both Peggy and Maddie hurried up towards the Bogan Heights where the Wanda was living. On the way, Peggy told that she never had called her a foreigner or made fun of her name. Maddie spoke nothing on the way. All she hoped was that they would find Wanda. She would tell her that they were being sorry. They would request her not to move away and they would fight anybody who was not nice. Both were proceeding, going very rapidly. On seeing a little white house, they thought it to be the Petronsky house, but there was no sign of life. Means no one was living there. They knocked at the door, but there was no answer. They thought that the Petronsky had gone away. They turned to go back down the hill. Peggy told that they had gone and nothing could be done, but Maddie wondered if anything could be done. That night, Maddie could not sleep. She thought every time about Wanda and the little house she lived in. She also thought of her 100 pictures made and all lined up in the classroom. As she was unable to sleep, she sat up in the bed and started thinking. After long, she took an important decision. She was never going to stand up and say anything to anyone again. If she heard anyone treated unkindly because of her strange name, she would speak up. She would not worry if it meant being losing Peggy's friendship. She would never make anybody's unhappy again and never try to make fun of anybody's name. On Saturday, both Maddie and Peggy wrote a friendly letter to Wanda telling her about the contest and that she had won. They mailed it and they praised her drawings and asked how she liked the new place. In a way, they were feeling sorry. They mailed it to Bogan Heights. Days and weeks passed, but there was no reply. Peggy started forgetting Wanda, but Maddie went on thinking about Wanda. The Christmas time arrived. The classroom was decorated with Christmas tree. The teacher showed the letter of Wanda Petronsky to the class and it stated her feelings for room number 13. Wanda had written that girls could keep all those 100 dresses because in her new house she had 100 new ones. She wished Merry Christmas to all. On the way, both the girls held their drawings carefully. The whole atmosphere smiled like Christmas. Maddie reached home, but she felt that she would never see Wanda again. After arriving home, Maddie pinned her drawings at the torn places in the pink flower wallpaper in the bedroom. The room became full of life and colors. Maddie looked at the drawings and thought that Wanda had nice to her. She went on looking at the pictures with tears in her eyes. She noticed the head and the face of the drawing. It was exactly Maddie. She thought that Wanda had drawn for her and she ran to Peggy to show the picture. They went where Wanda's drawing was lying. Maddie read it and said, "Look, she drew you." Peggy said, "She must have liked us." Hearing these words, tears come to Maddie. Thus both the girls realized that Wanda liked them very much even though they had teased her. Means from this story we learn that we should never hurt the feelings of the others and nobody can say what may happens in the future. And both the girls, Paddy and Maggie, realized their mistakes, how they have teased Wanda and how they behaved with the Wanda. So students, we always respect other. We never see anybody's color, face, dresses, caste, religion, name or anything. Okay? Because everyone was the gift of the God and we have to respect each and every one. Thank you and have a nice day.